All right, welcome back. We are doing the second class on compromise, and today we're going to work on preparing you to do the compromise exercise with your teen if you feel like that's the right thing for you and your family. And if it's not, then please spend this week continuing to work on catching them doing positive behaviors and giving them praise. Okay, so we're going to talk today about how to practice with your teen and then the homework. So big picture, there's 5 steps that we recommend for preparing to practice with your teen and for setting that up for success. Step number 1 is choose a topic and then introduce the plan to your teen, and then prepare the compromise rules, take care of yourself beforehand, and then do the compromise exercise. So let's dive into each of these steps. When you choose a topic, the goal is to start with topics that are not heated. So if there are topics that you and your teen have had disagreements over, where you think about the topic and you feel your own frustration rise, those are topics that are better to tackle when you've had multiple rounds of doing this compromise exercise and it going well. So we want you to choose topics for this first time that are really not too challenging, because that will make it easier for you and your teen to stay calm and experience that you guys can have compromise conversations and really build that confidence. So you want to introduce topics that you as the caregiver or parent are actually willing to compromise on. If there are topics that you feel are your decision to make as the adult in the home, that's great. And those are not topics to suggest for compromising. And these also, the topics that you choose for compromising, that really we want them to feel age appropriate for you in terms of your teen's age and in line with your values and your teen's values. So some examples of topics that are maybe not too challenging and can be a good way to practice this exercise and have some success with it could be like what to cook for dinner, or how to pick an activity that would feel like quality time for the two of you to do one-on-one time, or what is the shower schedule for your teen, and how long are they allowed to use the hot water? For some families, that's limited. So that's just like a brainstorm to get you started. But if you could think of 2 or 3 topics that you feel like very comfortable trying to compromise with your teen, that will be great. You are then going to present these topics to your teen, and they will pick which one from that list they want to start with. So step 2, introduce the plan. Tell your teen that there's an activity you want to do with them where you both listen to each other with respect. And you can even say, part of my job for you in this stage of life is to help you learn how to be an adult. And one of the things you have to do as an adult is problem solve with people who see things differently than you. And then tell your teen that they can pick from your list of 2 to 3 topics which topic they want to start with. And then if the two of you could agree on a time to sit down where you can both be calm and do the compromise exercise. Step 3, prepare the compromise rules. So your family guide will have sent you an overview of the compromise rules. You can review this on your phone, on your computer, or print it out so that you have it easily accessible when you meet with your teen. Some teenagers will be totally fine to just hear you read to them the rules of the compromise. Some of them, it might actually be easier for their brain to digest if they can see and read the rules themselves too. So it might be helpful if you can give them a chance when the two of you sit down to also look at it, whether it's on your phone or your computer or a printout. Okay, step 4, self-care beforehand. So the key here for the compromise exercise is for you to model for your child how to stay calm. And if there's something that you can do ahead of time to fill up your cup so that you have just a little bit more in your cup to be able to stay calm, that's great. And if there isn't time for self-care, that's okay too. You have got this. You have done many things as the primary caregiver for this teen, and this is one that I really think you'll be able to do, and you can always model how to take a break during the conversation. Okay, so step 5 is doing the compromise exercise. And again, you can print out or have the steps on your phone. Your family guide will send a more detailed PDF, but a quick overview is in doing the compromise exercise, you review the rules and the two of you commit to remaining calm. You gather information from each other to really understand each other's perspectives. You try to focus on common areas and you create options, so brainstorm together. Then you choose a solution and then you write down the agreement and the trial timeline. Okay, so for homework, continue praising positive behaviors, hopefully more than once a day, and choose a low-stakes topic that you can stay calm about, and practice sitting down with your teen to compromise on it. If you do not feel that your teen is stable enough to do that safely, then really glad that you're recognizing that, and let's instead just continue to focus on those positive behaviors. And in the future, someday, when your teen is stable to do the compromise exercise, you can still have all of the resources that we're sending you. And as always, your family guide is here for you and really wants to support you in this. We borrow a lot from the Parent Management Training book by Alan Kasdan and really are building off of a lot of wonderful research from many in the field. And thank you again for your time. We really appreciate and honor the role that you're letting us play in your life and in your child's life and with your family unit. So thank you.